Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be kind of fun. So we're gonna pick our June TBR and then I'm also gonna create my TBR jar. So obviously we're gonna do that first, but I picked out some prompts. So we're gonna sit down, we're gonna write them down, and then obviously I will pick them and we will kind of go through our June TBR, pick some books for the month of June. But I think that this is gonna be fun. I love watching TBR videos, like TBR jar picks. I don't know, they're just like, it's like therapy for some reason. I love watching them. So I'm excited to like make one and do it myself and see what we come up with. I am gonna limit myself to 4 to 5 prompts a month because I am really bad about reading my TBR. I did decent in the month of May. I read 3 out of 5, but I'm such a mood reader. And one other thing about me is like if I start a series and I like it, I have to continue because the likelihood of me picking it up later is hard. I don't know. So like, for example, this month I ended up picking up Chestnut Springs, which is cowboy romance. And I ended up loving the first one. And like, I had to just keep going. I had to read the rest of it. So I'm hopefully gonna finish that up today. It is May 31st today. So I'm trying to finish that. I'm in the last one, which is Hopeless. I'm trying to finish that today so that I can have it in my May reading wrap up. Just kind of a goal. I just want to get it done before June starts so we can kind of start fresh. But let's go sit. We're gonna make our prompts. I'm gonna find a jar. I have one I think would be fun to use. It's kind of like a vase versus a jar, but it's super cute. And then we can kind of go from there. But yeah, let's go sit down. I'll talk about where I got prompts and we'll make our TBR jar. All right, so I've got everything I need for the TBR jar. I've got some paper. I'm just gonna cut it up into just like generic strips. I'm not gonna do anything too fancy, too crazy. I've got my markers. I kind of wanted to make it a little colorful. These are the Oahu markers that a lot of people like to use. They're alcohol markers. And then this is what I'm gonna use for the jar. It's just a vase, but I think that this would be the cutest thing on my shelf versus like, I have mason jars, but they're tiny, they're smaller. So I feel like it would look better in a bigger vase like this. Got that. And then as far as reading prompts, I went on Pinterest and I found 2 separate, I don't know if you can see this well, they're like 100 reading prompts. And I'm just gonna kind of pick and choose from each of them. I'm gonna keep them kind of like tailored to things that I like. And I mean, I will throw a couple wild cards in there, but I also don't want to do ones that I feel like I won't accomplish because I don't want to set myself up to fail because I already sometimes struggle with TBR reading because I'm such a mood reader. And like once I'm in the mood to read something, I want to read it. And if not, like I won't. So that's also why I'm only picking like 4 or 5 prompts because I want to be able to hopefully accomplish my TBRs moving forward. But yeah, we're gonna do that and then after we'll pick. But I'm just gonna start kind of creating and cutting. I think I might I might do like 20 to 30 prompts. I don't think more than that because I do think it would be fun to kind of get through all of them and then create a new set. So we'll see if I even do that. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on the whole thing. But okay, I'm gonna get creating and then after that we can pick our TBR. So I have my TBR set. Look at how cute. I love this. I don't think I did as many as I thought I was gonna do, but I think this is a good start if we wanna kind of refill with new prompts. So I think once we get through this, we'll do that, we'll do new prompts, but I'm excited for this. I think this is gonna be fun. The only thing that I feel like for my TBR at least, I don't have like a TBR cart like a lot of people have. So I don't know if you've never watched one of these before, a lot of people will have like a TBR cart with all of the things that they haven't read, obviously sitting on that cart. So it's like kind of easy to pick from. All of my reads are on my shelf. So whether I've read them or haven't read them, they're on my shelf. So I think we'll pick some prompts and then we will go from there, and I'll kind of dive into my shelves and we'll do it that way. But let's pick my prompts. First one. Wait, I'm excited. This is fun. Okay, the first one is phone a friend. Okay, so I'm gonna have to call somebody and then they are gonna have to pick my TBR, so that'll be fun. Okay, let's see. Second, a gothic novel, which is kind of interesting because it is about to be June. So I feel like gothic fits best for fall, but gothic setting theme, one of my favorites like ever. I love a gothic setting, so I'm pretty excited about this. Okay, next, I'm trying not to like, I can kind of see the colors, but I don't remember what I did. Okay, a book with an animal on the cover. I don't know if I have one of those, but we'll see, I guess. Let's pick 5. We're gonna pick 5. Okay. Okay, 4 is read the next book in a series. I do feel like I already know, I think that I already know what I want to do for this one. Okay, we're gonna pick one more because don't know if I'll get to all of them, but we're gonna try. Okay, let's see. Blue, a book with your least favorite color on the cover. Okay, I think that that's doable. Let me figure out who I want to call. My sister is out of town, so I don't want to bother her. My mom's also out of town. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me think about who I'm going to call, and then I will touch base with you. Okay, so this is going to be fun. I'm going to call my brother and my sister-in-law because my other friends, they're on vacation. So I just don't want to bother anybody while they're like out and about. But I'm going to call them. I also have a mic now because I'm going to be perusing a little bit. And if I go to those bottom shelves, I'm just going to show you what I have and I'll talk you through it. But let's see what they recommend. So I'm going to call them. Hello.
Hello.
Can you give Megan the phone, please? Hi. I need your help with something really fast.
Yeah.
So I need you to pick me out a book on my shelf for the month of June.
Okay.
Okay, my sister-in-law picked, and I am laughing at the one that she ended up picking because I have been putting this series off for quite some time now because I want to read the entire universe, and the entire universe is like 20 plus books. So Megan, you're funny. She did in fact pick Zodiac Academy. I have been like, I need to read this series because it's been on my like list for a long time. I want to know what happens. Like I want to be in the know with Zodiac Academy. I'm just scared of it because the entire Solaria universe is like 20 plus books, which is a big time commitment. And like I just said in the beginning of this video, when I read something like a series that I like to stay in it so that I'm in like a 20 book commitment. So this might be an end of the month read. So maybe in July, I won't even do a TBR and we're going to read all of Zodiac Academy. So we'll see. Okay. And then that was phone a friend. So we're going to do a gothic novel because I do actually think I already know what I want to do for this. So I'm going to grab it. Okay. For the gothic read, I want to do Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reid. This actually is a new add to my shelf because it's a gothic novel. I was talking to a few of my friends and they sent me this link to like some of the best gothic reads, whatever. And this is one of the ones that came from it. So I'll read you the blurb on the back because I actually don't know too much about it. I just kind of grabbed it because I like gothic reads. So also, I'm sorry, Howie is, of course, doing his puzzle right now. Okay, we're just going to read. A gruesome curse, a city in upheaval, a monster with... Oh my god. Please pause. Okay, he's done with that. So let's get back into reading the back of this. A gruesome curse, a city in upheaval, a monster with an unquenchable appetite. Marlinchin and her 2 sisters live with their wizard father in a city shifting from magic to industry. Oh my God, as Oblaya's true last witches, she and her sisters are little more than tourist attraction as they treat their clients with archaic remedies and belittle them with nostalgic charm. Marlichen spends her days divining secrets in exchange for rubbles and trying to placate her tyrannical, xenophobic father who keeps his daughters sequestered from the outside world. But at night, Marlichen and her sister sneak out in the city to enjoy the city's amenities and revel in its thrills, particularly in the recently established ballet theater where Marlichen meets a dancer who quickly captures her heart. At Marlichen's late night oh my God, tries grow more ephemeral and frequent, so does the threat of her father's rage and magic. And while Oblaya's flourishes with culture and bustles with enterprise, a monster lurks in its midst, born of intolerance and resentments, and fused with old world power. Caught between history and progress, blood and desire, Marlichen must draw upon her own magic to keep her city safe and find her place within it. So I think that this will be good. It's one of those quick reads, and I've heard really good things about this. So just from that back, it sounds interesting. I'm excited for this. So that'll be our second book on TBR. Okay, we already did that. A book with an animal on the cover is going to be interesting. Because, oh my gosh, I already know of one that I've been needing to read, but there's a few others. I don't know if this has an animal. Firebird is not an animal. This is a human, so we won't do Firebird. I don't think any of my dark romances have animals, so I fear that I only have one choice, I want to say. And it's the one that I've also been putting off many, many times, which this was on my TBR last month because I, for some reason, just can't pick it up. So I'm going to put it on my TBR this month. The Wing That Bind. This is the third in the Bloodwing Academy by Briar Boelyn. First of all, love this book. It's so cute. And I love that it's got pink accents all over it. But, oh, my dog is going crazy right now. There's dragons on the cover, but let's read this month. Hopefully I can actually get through this because I've been putting it off for some reason for a while because I've heard bad reviews on it, but I just need to do it. So, okay, that's our other prompt. Animal on the cover. Good there. Okay, let me get my dog to stop being an asshole. Okay, read the next book in a series. This honestly could work for The Wings That Bind, but read the next book in a series. Let's see. Read the next book in a series. What series am I in the middle of? Oh my God, I could do that. You know what? I think I've got a few choices for this. I could do Twisted Games, which is the second in a series. There is To Bleed a Crystal Bloom by Sarah A. Parker. I need to read the third in that. No, I don't need to read the third. I'm waiting on the fourth that hasn't even come out yet. I don't know what I'm thinking. I still have to buy the third because the special edition hasn't come out yet, but I only have the first two in the special edition. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm leaning toward Twisted Love. I think actually that's what I'm going to pick. So I think we're going to do this. We're going to do Twisted Love as read the next book in the series. Kind of get me, because the first three I have are all kind of fantasy based. And then that last one is a book with your least favorite color on the cover. I would say my least favorite color is probably orange or red. I'm not much of a warm color person other than pink. And I like butter yellow pastel. Okay, so let's grab, so we need an orange or a red. Orange or a red. I think Happy Place is pink. I'm trying to get through the Emily Henrys. I could read, wait. We could do this because it's summertime. People We Meet on Vacation is what I've been wanting to read. So this is a choice. You know what? I actually think I'm going to stick with this one. There's a few others I could pick from, but I love an Emily Henry read in the summer. So I think that this is perfect. But sweet. I think that's all of our prompts. I'm going to throw those little prompts away. And then we will create new ones when the time comes. All right, so this is our TBR for June. I've got People We Meet on Vacation, Twisted Games, The Wings That Bind, Juniper and Thorn, and then the first book in Zodiac Academy, The Awakening. I think we've got a good little mix here. We've got romance, dark romance, fantasy. I think that this is gothic fantasy, obviously, and then this is fantasy. So we've got a good little mix for the month of June. I think I'm feeling good about these two, and this one I've been putting off for so long, so hopefully I can just get into it and do it. This one I'm scared for because a lot comes with this one. So I think that we've got a good mix, but I'm excited for it and hopefully we can get it done. But thank you for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.